Hi everybody, my name's Joanne Harland and I am the Community Facilitator for SPiCE. I thought I would record this PowerPoint to tell you guys a little bit about the Youth Advisory Group we want to set up with students from your schools, so you can make a decision about whether you'd like to join us. So, what is SPiCE? It stands for the Sandringham Project in Community Empowerment. It is a place-based organisation which is centred on Sandringham Village, and it has a really basic mission. What we want to do at SPiCE is make Sandringham an even more amazing place to live, work and play. So how did SPiCE come about? It all started with a group of residents who wanted a say in how a local park was redeveloped. As you can see from the photos on this slide, we are talking about Sandringham Reserve, which is the little park on the corner of Lambeth Road and Sandringham Road, right opposite Paradise. The group of residents decided to form an organisation called SPiCE, and they were supported by council, mainly the Albert Eden Local Board, to run the community consultation for the new playground. It was a great success and a wonderful example of community-led development. And this is how the playground got to be renewed. We also ended up with some wonderful picnic tables in the park, and there are some beautiful mosaics there as well, which were created by an artist together with students from Edendale School. Sandringham Reserve is now very popular with Sandringham residents and the local community and their families. One of the key things to know about SPiCE is that it is a community-led development organisation. Well, what does that mean? Well, when we are doing community-led development, we aim to strengthen the vitality of communities by weaving together the contributions of everyone connected to that community. And we do this by following 5 key principles in all the work that we do. First, we aim to grow the community from shared local visions. In the case of the Youth Advisory Group, this would mean bringing you all together to meet and then having a chat about what you would like to achieve together for your communities. And that would be the shared vision of the Youth Advisory Group. Second, community-led development involves a strengths-based approach. This means we look at the talents and skills of what's already in the community and use that for our projects, rather than focusing on problems or trying to fix people. Third, to achieve really great community-led development, we aim to work across the whole community with diverse people and all the parts of the community together. That is why for the Youth Advisory Group, we are bringing together the 4 schools in the area to work together, rather than working with each school individually. Fourth, community-led development involves growing collaborative local leadership. And if you join the Youth Advisory Group, then you would be part of that by becoming the local leaders within your school communities and contributing to all of Sandringham. And fifth, possibly my favourite, we get to learn by doing. And what this means is that we can try things, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. We can just take what we've learnt and improve on it for next time. So now you know a little bit about SPiCE and about community-led development. Here's a few photos that just show some of the activities that we've been doing in Sandringham. Perhaps you've come across them yourselves, perhaps not. On the left, you can see a floral carpet. We've been doing this in March every year for the last 4 years and have often involved local residents and schools in growing the marigolds for us. Last summer, Edendale grew marigolds alongside Sanctuary Community Garden and also the Morningside Urban Market Garden. We gather all the marigolds together and also get the community together in Sandringham Reserve, and then we build a pattern, a floral carpet out of all the flowers, and everyone can be involved. It's a great fun activity, and we use a Rangoli pattern which links to the Indian character of the village. The middle slide shows a new event that we did for the first time last year in Diwali, which was to erect some lights in the park. We're hoping to maybe do that again this year if the community is interested. And on the right hand side, you can see our Spicy Friday event that we were able to run in March before the lockdown. This first one was the Kids Night Out, and it was aimed at younger preschool children. And we had bubbles, a jumping castle and inflatable toys. We also had 2 more events planned, buskers and beanbags, and a big games night. Unfortunately, these had to be cancelled due to COVID, but it is something we might be able to do next summer. So what is a Youth Advisory Group and why should you join? Well, the Youth Advisory Group, as I said, brings together students from across all of Sandringham to help make Sandringham even more amazing. So we have students from Edendale, Balmoral, Kowhai and Mount Albert Grammar Schools. The Youth Advisory Group will be supported by SPiCE and by myself to undertake community projects of their own choosing. It is an awesome chance for you to lead and contribute both at your school and in the community. The commitment should not be too large. I hope to get the group to meet 3 to 4 times a term, maybe a little bit more at the beginning so we can get some projects off the ground. And then there may be time required to work on projects at your own school in between meetings. What I would hope to see is that the members of the Youth Advisory Group that represent their schools then go back and be leaders in their own school communities by sharing the work of the Youth Advisory Group across their school. It may be that we run competitions and then you are responsible for getting that competition happening in your own school with the support of your teachers. Just remember, your teachers have sent you this PowerPoint because they think you would be a great member of our Youth Advisory Group. They think you have the potential and the leadership skills to join us, so I hope you do. And it's a great opportunity because really the sky is the limit. You can come up with whatever you like as a group to do within Sandringham. As long as it follows the community-led development principles, we can help you make it happen. It could be a community event, an art project, sustainability. Maybe you want a new playground with basketball hoops, to do an environmental project, something with the businesses, a new bike path, helping support mental health in the community, a sports day, heritage, absolutely anything. It's all up for grabs and it's up to you to decide. I'm just going to include some examples to get you thinking and inspired. These first examples are of placemaking. This is when we take a normal, ordinary place in our local neighbourhood and turn it into something a bit different. We reach out and engage the community and draw people together by putting fun and unexpected objects into the place. So on the left you can see an example of car parking day. This is where you take over a car park and do something a bit more fun with it to show people that it's good to get out of your cars and open up the neighbourhood. So in this case, they've just taken the car park, put down some artificial grass and some plants and turned it into a little picnic area. And on the right, there's an example where they've taken a car park and put a really cool, huge Scrabble game there, and people can just add to the words as they walk past. Here are some examples of potential art projects. The photo on the left shows a mural that's currently in Sandringham Village next to Mumbai Chaat restaurant, just on Kitchener Road. I've had a chat to the businesses and they are really keen for some more murals, so this is a project you could choose to do, and we would support you with help from local artists, free paint, whatever you need to get it done. Another option might be to run a pole banner competition. You can see pole banners in the photo on the right. Perhaps each school could run their own competition, pick the 4 favourite designs or vote for them at your own school, then we will get them printed up and installed all along Sandringham Road. This slide just gives you some photos of a couple more examples of some cool art that could be done in the village. On the left, they've updated a bus stop and made it look pretty chic with some cool chairs. And on the right is a footpath chalk art game. This slide shows some examples of interactive art. These are another really great type of art project that you can do within the community. On the left, they have just taken a simple idea of a phrase, "before I die," and put it up alongside a wall with loads of chalk so people walking past can just write what they would like to do. And on the right, the interactive artwork encourages the community to flip the individual pieces around to change which colour is facing out and change the picture as they walk past. Social media is another area where I think the Youth Advisory Group could add great value. I've started up the We Heart Sandringham hashtag and that could be promoted. There could be photo competitions. I'd love some help with the design of our new website, video content. Really anything you want to do on social media is definitely a possibility. Here's a couple of examples of environmental projects. The photo on the left is from the recent planting day on the Mags farm. SPiCE is already very pleased that we have had Fleur Tuck from Edendale School leading the way with a native tree planting project that I know has involved kids also from Mags and Ko-Fi, along with STEPS, the St Luke's Environmental Protection Society. So definitely more projects around tree planting would be a great option. On the right is an example of an environmental project that tackles plastic. Again, this design was done by Fleur Tuck in her working for Plastic Free New Zealand. She encouraged the local businesses within Sandringham Village to put up posters saying that they accept containers for takeaway food. So you could hashtag take your own. So this sort of project around environmental sustainability could also be a possibility. Events are also a great fun thing to get involved with. You could set up any sort of event you like. It may just be in your local park. Perhaps you want to just get some bean bags and a band and just chill out, maybe throw in some free pizzas and get all the teenagers along. On the right, you can see a picture of Sandringham Festival, which is a great family fun day. Local businesses are involved and loads of families and kids come out to try the food and just hang out in their local neighbourhood. You could do any sort of events you like that involve the community, and we would support you to do that. There are just so many options of what you can do, and I'd love you to be part of the action. Please come along to our Youth Advisory Group meeting to find out more. If you have any questions before then or you want to catch up, my contact details are here. Feel free to email me or give me a call. You can also check out our website, but probably the best place for recent information on what we are up to is our Facebook page, which is just Sandringham SPiCE. Thank you for listening to this presentation, and I hope to see you in a few weeks at our Youth Advisory Group meeting.